Good evening, everyone. It's evening in Southeast Asia. If you live in Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, it's just gone about 6:30 Indo-China time, and I don't usually do the live session in the evening in the U.S. session because I don't trade the U.S. session. I like to trade this Asia Pacific market here, and then I like to trade also the London market. I don't like to trade the US session. I don't trade all day. I don't look at the charts all the time. I used to, but I'm been trading for 10 years, so I limit my trading to about 2 or 3 hours per day. But I wanted to do this live because I just got home after I've been up to the northeast of Thailand in Nakhon Phanom, and it was great up there. And I wasn't doing my live session, so I want to be back in the routine of making my live sessions. And I just want to mention to you, I hope you have subscribed to my YouTube channel because I gave some really good trade setups last week. And as you saw, last week gold moved a lot. It moved a huge amount. But earlier in the week, last week, we had a big move up. It moved up $240, 2,400 pips. So there was a lot of really good trades last week. But now what we see on the gold chart, you can see here, XAU USD. And the reason I mentioned my YouTube channel, if you subscribe to that, then I do a weekly analysis every Sunday, and I share my trade setups, my pending orders on gold, and all of the major US pairs. And you could have taken advantage of that last week and made some really good profit. But what we're looking at this week, starting on the 17th, that's today, going through to Friday, the 21st of November, only about 39 days till Christmas. And here we had this big, huge move down, and now we're going sideways. You see all of this from the close of the US session on Friday, and then all day today, mostly, unless you're doing scalping. You could have got some good trades in the Asian market, and then again in the London market when it came down, then went back up. And now it's going down again, now trading at 4,066. With our support level is 4,008. Right, that's right close to our 4,000 psychological number, very strong support level at 4,000. And then we have resistance at 4,187 way up here, but we're not getting anywhere close to either one of those. I expect that we're likely to see it continue to go sideways throughout the US session. And the reason being, let me jump over here and look at the calendar. And we look at forexfactory.com, and you see here what's going on this week. This is Thursday, okay, coming up on the 20th of November, and some really big news items, high impact news items. That's the FOMC, the meeting minutes, which is always a big mover and shaker for the markets. And we haven't heard anything about that for a while. There's no no previous number, no forecast number. And then the crazy thing is, on Thursday, the 20th of November, we have the non-farm employment change. Where did that come from? Normally, this is on the first Friday of every month. But now here we are at Thursday, the 20th of November, and they're going to give us the non-farm employment change. We haven't seen this data. We haven't seen these numbers for 2 months. And so we don't really know what to expect. The government has been shut down in the US, and they haven't been releasing any of this important data. So this is going to be a very volatile week. And it might be that the market is waiting to see what these numbers are going to show us. All of this information on Thursday. This is the FOMC is 2 a.m. Indo-China time. That's after midnight on Wednesday. And then during the day on Thursday in the U.S. session, they've got the hourly earnings, the non-farm employment, unemployment rate, unemployment claims. And we haven't had any of this information. There's no previous information, no forecast. We're just kind of flying in the dark here. So be very, very careful. It's going to be a very, very volatile week. That's just to keep you alert. If you're not in the Indochina area, or you're not in, if you're not in Southeast Asia, be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local time zones. And now we're here back on the gold chart. And since about 45 minutes ago, it's been gold has been going down. So it might continue down, might get down to around the 4,000 zone. But as I said, I'm not taking any trades in the U.S. session, which will start in about 2 hours. I'm not taking any trades. I'm just going to wait and see, be patient, and let this play out and see. Because right now it's in a sideways trend, and you cannot make money in a sideways market. Over here, yeah, last week was great. This is the kind of moves we like to see. Okay, but these moves here, all this sideways stuff, it's very hard. You go short, it doesn't last very long. Then you go long, it doesn't last very long. If you're scalping, it's okay. If that's what you do, okay, that's up to you. But I prefer to try and hold trades for several hours or maybe a couple of days if I can. All right, so not much to comment on the gold market today. Just wait and see, be patient, and don't be cautious, and maybe wait for the news coming later this week, and we'll see how it's going to play out. But I expect that inflation is still a little bit of a problem in the U.S. And remember last month, Jerome Powell said that they might not lower the interest rate in December. So if they're going to keep the interest rate high, that's not good for gold. And that might be why we're starting to see, these big drops in gold, because the market expecting that the interest rate will stay high on the U.S. dollar. That's a possibility. Okay, I hope that this helps you a little bit. Thank you for being here and following. Don't forget, if you're watching on Facebook, to like and love and share. I do appreciate that. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's Rick Ray FX. And click the little bell so you'll be notified every time I make one of those videos. And I'll be doing another one probably on Wednesday this week. Okay, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day of trading. And I'll see you again tomorrow.